Missed calls are quietly killing your business. And the worst part is, most owners have no idea it's happening because it doesn't feel like a problem. It feels normal. If you're busy, you're on a job, you're driving, you're with a customer, your phone rings, you miss it, and you think, I'll call them back later. But here's the truth. Later is too late. In today's world, customers don't wait. They don't leave a voicemail. They don't call again tomorrow. They click the next company on Google, and you never even know you lost them. And that is one of the most expensive leaks in small business growth. Let me explain how this actually works. When someone calls your business, that is not a casual moment. That is a high intent customer. That is someone with a problem right now. They need lawn care. They need a contractor. They need a quote. They need a service. And they are ready to pay. That phone call is basically money knocking at your door. And if you don't answer, that money doesn't sit there patiently. It walks across the street to your competitor. Most business owners think their biggest problem is marketing. They think, if I could just get more leads. But I'm telling you right now, for most service businesses, the problem is not leads. The problem is response. You already have demand. You're just bleeding it through miscommunication. And missed calls are the quickest form of lost revenue because there's no notification that says, you just lost $2,000. It just disappears. Let's make this real. Imagine you miss 5 calls in a week. That doesn't sound crazy, right? 5 calls. But what if just one of those calls was a $1,500 job or a recurring customer worth $300 a month? Over a year, that one missed call could be worth thousands. Now multiply that by months and then multiply it by years. Most owners are losing tens of thousands of dollars, not because they're bad at business, but because they're busy doing the work. And this is where it gets painful. The better you are at your craft, the busier you get. The busier you get, the harder it is to answer the phone. The harder it is to answer the phone, the more leads you lose. So success actually creates the problem. That's why many businesses feel stuck at the same revenue ceiling. They can't grow past it because the owner becomes the bottleneck. Customers today are trained by Amazon, Uber, and Instant Everything. Speed matters more than quality in the first interaction. The customer's not comparing your workmanship on the first call. They're comparing who answers first. The first business to respond feels professional. The first business to respond feels reliable. The first business to respond wins. And most small business owners are unknowingly competing in a speed game while still playing an old school patience game. Now here's the Hormozi truth bomb. Your phone is not a phone. Your phone is a sales pipeline. Every missed opportunity, every missed ring is a missed opportunity. You cannot scale a business where revenue depends on whether you happen to be available at 2:17 p.m. on a Tuesday. That is not a system. That is survival. So what's the real fix? The real fix is not to try harder. The fix is not to be less busy. The fix is not to answer more calls. The fix is building a system that answers for you. This is exactly where AI automation is supposed to come in, but only when it's done right. Because the goal is simple. Every lead gets a response. Every time, instantly. Whether you're on a job, whether you're sleeping, whether you're with your family, whether it's a holiday weekend, the businesses that grow in the next few years will not be the ones who hustle harder. They'll be the ones who close the gaps faster. Imagine this. A customer calls, an AI voice assistant answers immediately, speaks professionally, gathers the details, books the estimate, and logs everything automatically. No missed call, no missed lead, no chaos. Just captured revenue. And the owner stays focused on the work, not chained to the phone. That's the shift. AI isn't replacing you. It's filling the gaps you can't cover because you're human. And if you're a service business owner watching this, I want you to think about how many calls you missed last week, how many messages sat unanswered, how many leads went cold. That's not a marketing problem. That's a systems problem. And systems are fixable. Subscribe if you want real practical AI guidance for small businesses without the hype. And if you want to stop losing leads and build an automation system that answers instantly, book a discovery call with Future Forge AI Solutions. Because missed calls aren't just missed calls, they're missed growth.